So far in this series, everything we've built has been a line. Arrays, linked lists, stacks, queues, one thing after another. But now your boss walks up and asks a simple question. Which of these are frozen? And a line just can't answer that. You'd have to check all 7 bins every single time because the shelf itself has no idea what a category even is. Unless the shelf has levels. One bin sitting above 2 others, and suddenly the structure knows something the line never could. So that's a tree, and honestly, once you see it, you'll start spotting it everywhere. Your file system, the page you're looking at right now, every menu you've ever clicked. Okay, so let's build one properly. Every tree starts with a single bin at the top. That's the root, and there's only ever one of them. Now hang 2 more off it: cold storage and dry goods. Those lines between them are just address tags pointing from a parent down to its child. And under those go the actual bins. Ice and milk are cold. Rice and tea are dry. But here's the rule that makes this a tree and not something messier. No loops. You can never draw a line back up or across to a sibling, which means every bin has exactly one parent. So follow the tags upward from anywhere, and you always land on the root. Right now the words, because these get thrown around constantly and they all just describe this same picture. The bin at the top is the root, no parent above it, and there's exactly one. Any bin with something hanging off it is a parent, and the thing hanging off is its child. And yes, the same bin is usually both at once, which is the part that trips people up. The bins at the bottom with nothing underneath them are leaves. And that's normally where your actual data lives. And every line connecting 2 bins is an edge. In code, that's literally just one object holding a reference to another. Now 2 words people mix up constantly. Depth and height. Depth is how far down you are from the root. Root is depth 0, its children are depth 1, and so on. So depth belongs to one specific bin. Height is the other direction. It's how far up you go from the deepest leaf, which makes the height of this whole tree too. So depth counts down from the root, and height counts up from the bottom. Get those backwards in an interview, and you will feel it. So what does all this look like in Python? Almost nothing, honestly. A node is just a value and a list of children. 4 lines, and that's the entire data structure. And you build the tree by appending. Make a node, append it to a parent's kids list, and you're done. No library, no import, nothing clever. A tree is just objects pointing at other objects. But here's where trees get interesting, and honestly a bit uncomfortable. You can't ask for item 3. There's no index. The bins aren't in a row, so position 3 doesn't mean anything here. Which means if you want to see everything, you have to walk the tree. And there are exactly 4 ways to do that walk. So walk number 1, preorder, and the rule is simple. Visit the bin you are standing on first, then go left, then go right. So we start at the root and visit it straight away. That is 1. Now we go left. Cold storage. 2. And keep going left as far as it goes. Ice. 3. There is nothing further left, so we take the right instead. Milk. 4. Now the whole cold branch is finished, so we back up to the root and finally go right. Dry. 5. And the same rule again. Left first always. Rice. 6. And last of all, tea. 7. So that is preorder. And because you always record a parent before its children, this is the walk you use to copy a tree or print out a folder listing. Walk number 2, inorder. Now flip it around. Go left first, then visit the bin, then go right. So the deepest left bin gets counted first, and the root doesn't get its turn until the entire left side is finished. Now, this one is a binary tree thing because it needs a clear left and right. And hold on to it because in a search tree, this exact walk comes out perfectly sorted. We'll prove that in a couple of decks. Walk number 3, postorder. Children first, parent last. So left, then right, and only then the bin itself. And watch the root here. It doesn't get counted until every single thing underneath it is done, which is exactly what you want when you're deleting a folder or adding up a total from the bottom. Because you can't remove a parent while its children still exist. And the 4th walk is the odd one out. Level order doesn't dive down at all. It reads the tree floor by floor, left to right. So the root first, then everything on level 1, then everything on level 2. And here's the nice part. To pull this off, you need a queue, the conveyor line from deck 4. You push the root, pop it, push its children, and repeat. 2 structures, 1 job. Okay, before you go, here's the whole thing on one screen. Preorder counts the node first, and that's how you copy a tree. Inorder goes left, node, right, and in a search tree it comes out sorted. Postorder saves the node for last, which is what you want for deleting or totaling up. And level order reads floor by floor, using a queue, plus the 3 rules that never change. Depth counts down from the root, height counts up from the bottom, and every bin has exactly one parent. So go ahead, pause and screenshot this one. Now our tree lets any bin have as many children as it likes, which is flexible, sure, but it's also why searching it is still slow. So what happens if we add just one rule? Only 2 children. Ever. Well, that's a binary tree, and it's up next. Because that single restriction is what turns a tree into something you can search in log time. See you there.